this topic is a little bit controversial. It might potentially upset certain people because they had this certain thought that the mother inside the apple cider vinegar really was the same thing as the sediment at the bottom of the container. So let's discuss this topic. When you start out with apples and then you go to alcohol, you need a certain type of yeast. This is the first step of fermentation. There's also a second step of fermentation where you go from alcohol to vinegar. When we're talking about apple cider vinegar, we're talking about acetic acid as the type of vinegar. And that uses a very specific type of bacteria. And when we talk about this thing called the mother, okay, we're really talking about a combination of two things: friendly bacteria, and number two, very specific enzymes like cellulase, hemicellulase, and pectinase. And there's others as well. The true mother is really bacteria and enzymes. Now, I have a question for you. Can you see an enzyme? When's the last time you actually saw an enzyme? They're invisible. What about a bacteria? Can you actually see bacteria? Chances are no. So the true mother, bacteria and enzymes, cannot be seen. When you see the sediment at the bottom of the container, what you're looking at is kind of something left over from this fermentation process. And so the only thing you can really tell about this sediment is it's completely unfiltered. It does not mean that there's enzymes or probiotics in that sediment. When you heat apple cider vinegar, pasteurize it, you kill the bacteria and the enzymes. When you use high pressure, you can also kill bacteria and enzymes. So you could potentially have a product with that sediment on the bottom of the container and have no true mother, just particles of these apples or some of the fiber that was left. Now, in the United States, there's over 50 different organic apple cider vinegar brands, which are supplied by three main companies. Now, one of the most popular brands, Berg, was started by Patricia Berg, who unfortunately passed away this year, 2023, at the age of 94. But she sold her company in 2020 when she retired to a private equity firm. Now, what many people don't know about Berg is that they were a marketing company. They never supplied or produced their own product. In fact, from the year 2006 to 2021, most of their apple cider vinegar was from another company called Fairchild's, which, by the way, is the only brand that produces and sells their product. All these other brands are like private labeling from three companies. But Fairchild's no longer supplies Berg. Now, I don't get any financial kickbacks from Fairchild's. When I see a product that's high quality, I like to promote it. And the challenge with a truly high quality organic raw apple cider vinegar is that it's much more difficult in creating wine, actually, because you can't make it with hybrid yeast cultures. You can't use nitrogens. You can't use phosphates. You can't use sulfur dioxide, and you can't use pasteurization. Like wine is pasteurized. From my research, Fairchild's is the best on the market. And the thing about Fairchild's is that they don't dilute it. It's undiluted, unfiltered, it's raw, it's organic. The acidity level is like 6.3, which is 25% stronger than Berg. Because unfortunately, Bragg's now adds water to the product and dilutes it. Anyway, I wanted to clear up this confusion on what this actual true mother really is. And it's not just sediment. It's something that's invisible. And to really know that a product has this mother in it, you really have to know the source and the manufacturing process of the company. Now, because of the censoring and the suppressing of the algorithms on YouTube, it's becoming more difficult to find my content. And there's a lot of content that I cannot put on YouTube, unfortunately. So to make sure you have full access of all my information, go to drberg.com and subscribe to my newsletter by clicking the link down below in the description. I will see you on the other side. Now, if you have not seen my very popular video on the benefits of apple cider vinegar, I put it up right here. Check it out.